Okay, let's go and get started. I'm gonna show y'all what I do. The sole purpose of this is to show y'all what I do, and maybe you can get some ideas from it. Maybe you can, I don't know, say the same thing. But this is exactly what I do with these components. These are some of the recent orders. I was gonna try to stay on this page. These are some of the recent orders. You have a 6 ounce gold recovery hard drive, power cords, PCB connectors. That's the key word. PCB connectors. Printed circuit boards is PCP connectors. You know, those are the ends of all the cords. Those are the ends of all the hard drives. Those are the ends of all the things that's on printed circuit boards. They stick out like a sore thumb once you get a good eye on what you're looking at. But if you can see these pictures, it's definitely gold. It's definitely a gold, and the science behind it, it's a gold plate, but it can be recovered at a certain percentage if you have a certain amount of it. A certain percentage of that gold there can be recovered for like 14K gold. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big business. And they buy it like this. Yeah, I could take it to the next level, but it's more complicated. That's not meant for me right now. So I'm staying in my lane. And instead of trying to recover it, just sell the origins of it, where it comes from: computers, hard drives, TVs, cell phones, telephones, office phones, radios, old electronics. Those are a little bit of the things, and you find them all the time. They stop working. People throw them out. People don't want them. People sell them. People sell them broken. If you're making money off of it, then please do. It's another one order I just had. It's 2 pounds, 9 ounces, mid grade and high grade IC chips. Now, what you're supposed to focus on these photos is these IC chips right here. These right here are valuable. It could be some gold in them, but it's just something about chips. You can recover something out of these. I don't know if it's gold, but it's certain metals in these that people are willing to buy them. These are chips too. You just, they're smaller, but they also have a personal value too. Um, but if you don't want to go into the point where you have to break all these off, take all these off, you can sell this whole thing as is. It's waste in the scrapyard. Now, don't sell it to the scrapyard. Sell it to eBay. Now, the only thing you have to do with this originally come from routers, Xfinity routers. Xfinity don't want them; they throw them out. You can't reuse them. You can't resell them. All you can do is just break them down and take what's out of them, know the value of them. I always wonder why they sell them for $50 to $70, and then you just throw them away years later. You know what I'm saying? They last a long time, but in 2 or 3 years, you could, you could be replacing it, and they just throw them out. So I take them and I made this $14 sale off of them. I do it a lot. Next order. This was a good one because the bidding took off to about $34. Started at about maybe $17. This was a good one. I was happy to see this one. They paid the shipping. Shout out Cody. Damn. But these are RAM sticks that come from computers. They're very easy to sell once you know the right people. Um, these here going to computers. But I made a mixture. I have some cell phone stuff right here, camera stuff right here. I have a memory card right here. I have satellite stuff right here. Inside satellites is gold boards. It's just thick piece of gold right here, plated. Then there's another satellite. I had to rip it out. I mean, you had to have the right tools, and you could take apart damn near anything. And then it's underrated because there's some pins right here. Those are all gold. They're not some solid gold, but they gold plated. So this was a successful bidding auction that I recently had. I ain't gonna go back into my old sales because that's old business. We gotta keep going, keep pushing the pace and try to push it a little more and make a little more. Next sale, this was a $12 sale, I think. No, this was a $44 sale because he bought two, but this was $12. This was underrated. It's memory cards you might see in routers and old DVDRs. They come with these memory cards. These memory cards have holders. These holders are them that it seems like they painted it gold, like they spray painted the gold onto these. So it's a bunch of gold pins just lined up. This is a high seller. It's a high seller. When you see stuff like this, you take it apart and you realize what you got. Not these. These are just the cards, but the thing that holds it is important. But when you open these cards, you get these. That is a full gold-plated cover over the connectors, and inside under that is this right here, more gold, a deeper gold right here. And then you got your chips, for the chip collectors, chips motors. That was only $12. Right there is about what, 8 of them. It's all scrap. They come from the same routers. What's interesting is they come from the same cell as this. They come from these. Some a little bigger than this. They don't come from this side, but they come from a certain ones have it. The routers I pick up, a lot of them have it, but I'm running to them every now and then. This was the big sale for about $34, $35. These are switch circuit boards. Power supply switch for circuit for switches. It's related to the switch, big time. And right here you had what it had was two separate boards on each power supply. It had this one, which is the technical part of it. It got a few chips right here that looks good. This right here looks good. This was brass, so you could take out. If I wanted it, I would take all that off and sell it as mid-grade. But instead, I just said I'm gonna sell the whole thing. This is full copper. You take, this easy way is take a sledgehammer, and this is all plastic and lead metals around it, and you just hit it with a hammer and smash it, take the copper out. But those boards are low grade because the chips, you want to count density of the chips. A full board is 100%. You only see about 50%. So it's mid-grade. This board is mid-grade. This other board is more of the power for the whatever device is. So it's gonna have transformers, and these is copper. And this might be 10 of them. I don't know. It should be expensive. These things are very expensive. They should use high grade metals, but hey, you never know with these guys. But it kind of did with the brass right here. But this board is a low grade board. So if you recycle this, and then the people you recycle it to take boards, Know the difference between the high, the low, the mid grade. And the mid grade is gonna be somewhere around like 30 to 50%. It's gonna be chips. These little things I showed you earlier, they gonna be chips. So the more chips, the higher the grade. The less chips, the lower the grade. So this power supply might have, I don't think this one had one chip on it, but it had all the other metals. And you'd think, since all these metals are there, that they work, that they make the grade jump. They don't. Simple as plain, they don't. If you want to do the hard work and take the copper transformers off, I do partially. You know, I do partially. I take these off too. The capacitors, those yellow capacitors, I take them off too. But this was 8 pounds. These 8 pounds made me about $35. So, I was getting paid more than, but the scrapyard would usually pay you maybe $1 and some change for a pound. Times 8 would be $8 from them. I took it somewhere else and did $35 sales for the same thing. And I got a bunch more of these. I'm gonna load them up. But these is the recent sales. All this come from just using my tools to take off plastics and barriers of this stuff. I mean, once you wanna, it's like what you do. You wanna know what's inside. Once you find out what's inside, once you find out how that screwdriver work and take stuff apart like that, finding this stuff is the easiest thing ever. But this is what I do. This is the niche I'm in. I could do research for you if you need me to. If you want to look into some other items, but this is what I do, and this is I'm just showing an example of what these people buy and how these people buy this stuff. These people will buy this stuff in batches. This was a batch order, and I've done that a couple times where they bought about 2 or 3 different lots of things that I've had. So, I want y'all to have a good day. Tree Tree Photos. Life of Tree Tree. I'm out.